Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. Today we're having just our regular gists. So, the conversation is, and I need us to be honest, 10 million naira in Naija or work permit in Canada. $10 million. Sorry, I didn't say naira, dollars in Naija or Canadian work permit. Dollar, not naira, dollar. $10 million in Naija or Canadian work permit. Bookie say who work permit help? Simply Vic say na work permit say na abroad. Now here's the clause here. You are not allowed. If you choose $10 million, you cannot live abroad for more than 1 month. Meaning, if they give you $10 million, you can go abroad, but you cannot stay more than 1 month for the next 20 years. And if you choose the Canadian work permit, you cannot come home for more than 1 month for the next 20 years. So let's raise the stake. $10 million in Nigeria. Everybody saying $10 million. $10 million for Nigeria, like 10 billion naira. Remy, stop cheating. You cannot choose both. Both okay. There is no both in the option. There is no all of the above. One or the other. One or the other. Let me see the abbreviation. No, we've been having this abroad gist. Somebody say, "I work permit on it." 10. In fact, let me reduce the stakes. $2 million in Nigeria or work permit. Canadian, now it can be abroad work permit. UK work permit, US work permit, Canada work permit, or anywhere in Europe, any country of your choice. Or they give you $2 million to stay in Nigeria. If you choose Nigeria, you cannot travel abroad for more than 1 month for the next 20 years. So you are tied down in Nigeria. And if you choose abroad, the same thing. But you have the right to choose your abroad. Any abroad that you like, you can choose. Oh yeah. Coco Boy say 2 million. I need. That means say 10 million if I overprice them. Oh yeah. I need. Someone said don't reduce the stake. I've reduced it to 2M. 2M. I want Remy to be here. Oh yeah, Remy, what that? Oluwa Remy lekun. Bossy ayin. Oluwaremilekun, Buki Shote, and give me your reason why.
Hi, Daddy Freeze.
Buki Shote, how are you doing, my darling sister?
Fine, thank you.
There's been this conversation about abroad and Naija, and
Yeah.
most abroad people. Remy is running away. Make una tag Remy and adorable me. Isa ansa osa lo. On comment. Ori comment section. Latiri comment section Jugunu. Comment section Tiger. Come and talk real life. So there's been this conversation, yeah. You know, the whole abroad Naija war has been on for a minute.
Yeah.
Where is better, Naija or abroad? Simply Vic say this conversation again. That's one of the people is guilty. Let me bring Simply Vic. Máa gbé Simply Vic wá. Ọlọ́run Victor. Oya máa bọ̀. Ìwọ gan mò ń wá. Má sá lọ. Simply Vic. Simply Vic. Remida on TikTok. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Welcome back. We had a network issue. I'm so sorry about that. So the question is, I've reduced it from 10 million. We're on 2 million. 2 million US dollars to live in Naija, and you cannot travel abroad for more than 1 month, or work permit in any country you like. Canada o, US o, UK o, France o, any country abroad you like, or $2 million to live in Naija. I'm so sorry, we network was bad. One of the things that people don't like to live in Naija for, the network can be very annoying. So I've invited Buki Shote, and I'm going to invite Simply Vic. Victor Omoiru, where are you? Mabinu Buki.
No problem.
Network just happened. You know, Nigeria knows how to be Nigerian.
I know.
Victor, where are you?
Exactly. I was going to say you need to bring him on.
No. He has to be here, because he has been telling us that he will choose abroad.
I know he loves abroad. He loves
Victor.
Abroad.
Oh yeah, okay.
How are you doing?
$2 million to come back to Nigeria, and you cannot live abroad for more than 1 month.
I will still live abroad. They can hold your money. I don't want it.
Buki. Victor, na lie you lie. Ọlọ́run, Ajé, na lie.
I'm packing my bag. Let me go. I'm packing my bag.
Na lie.
Bro, Shibi, you and I, we have had this conversation.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you privately, and I don't believe you publicly.
Wait in there abroad.
Hey, waiting there. Oh, Buki, don't tackle her.
Nothing there abroad, but not just my preference. Nothing there abroad.
No, it's a work permit too.
UK, Yankee, Canada, now same. Now nothing there. You go still work, pay your bills, pay taxes. Now the usual, except you work for Dubai or something.
Yeah, but you have money. You can still
cash, $10 million, $2 million cash.
I get it.
$2 million is $2 billion.
You see, the difference between your conversation that it is and what I'm saying, I never disagreed with you. If you got, see, 2 million too plenty, safe. 2 million too plenty. You say dollars have been no be naira. $2 million. It's too plenty, safe. Okay, with $1 million, $1 million cash in your hand, you go live very well for Naija. You go pay for private health care, you get health insurance, you go pay mopo, go to your house 24/7. Go for. I no doubt him. I no argue down with you. It's not, see, not just they put people for necessary pressure. Me, I still prefer to live abroad. Not just preference.
So if they give you $2 million, Victor,
why?
2M.
I will put the money in my account and still do
No, you
business.
see,
I
you
still enjoy
cannot.
my
It's
life.
like
Go on
it's
holiday.
like it's like it's like
Oh.
you take the money and you go to Nigeria, or you continue living abroad hustling.
Why do I need to live in Nigeria now by force?
That's the reason why. That's
That's
the
the
reason why they are giving
condition.
you the money.
That's why I said they can take their money and shove it. I'm
It's
not
a
interested.
lie. Rodney, you will come to Nigeria. You will know. You will relocate.
Bro, I was in Nigeria 2 years ago. I was in Nigeria twice. Last year I was in Nigeria twice. So it's not like I don't visit Nigeria. My parents still there in Nigeria now. Sure you get. So I don't. I am not anti-Nigeria, but that's just my choice. Thank you, darling. That's just my choice.
All right. Me, I no go put mouth today. I know they put mouth. I want make una join this matter. I'm bringing Bill. All the troublesome people now I want bring today. Sugar Destiny is still coming.
Bro, you see when Naija sweet treat. Naija vibe. Now only Naija get am. I know.
Everybody, they tackle you. Vic, they say na lie, you they lie.
Bro, what did they tackle me for? I don't follow anybody argue. No, I know they debate. No be debate, oh. Like I said, and I repeat, Naija too sweet. Naija sweet die.
If you are watching on TikTok, double click the screen. We've got Sabio in the house.
It's not sweet at all. But if you've got good money, you get, why do you need to move? Why do you need to live abroad? You can go and come as you like. Anyway,
no, Victor, it's not about who. Let's not make this open. I have 3 people on my live, and there is a choice for you. $2 million cash in hand, and you will live in Nigeria. Or work permit in any country of your choice. Canada, UK, US, Dubai.
Bro, I have dual nationality, so how that one?
You will surrender one of your nationalities for 20 years. That's the deal. 20 years.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We don't just see you.
Bro, please, 1 minute. I'm about to go into a meeting, please.
Oh, okay.
Just make one point. Do you know I'm about to go to a meeting? I have a better information for you, please.
Okay. Yes.
I'm about to. Sorry, bro. Sorry, my brother. No. Sorry, my brother. Please, Jeff, there's a pastor online now looking for $800,000.
Which pastor?
His name is John, and he's Anisoke or something. I can send you the link. He's looking for $800,000 so that he can relocate abroad. He had to do altar call. Hold on. Just click this link and post it here. It's on YouTube. So what I have to jump in just to make you understand this. If somebody is looking for $800,000, he has a visa or a visiting visa, he visits the US. But as of today, you can only get a permanent resident business visa in the US with $800,000 cash. So I just want you to ask yourself a question. Why your own is different? Somebody is looking for $800,000 cash so that he is able to live in the United States. So my good brother there, I'm on the same line with you. I'm going to stay behind you, keep behind you. So dear, just know today that there are people who, regardless of money, let me tell you,
okay, Bio, I put you on the spot now. $10 million. Listen, the first question, $10 million.
People are moved by money. Yes, $10 million. What happened? Yes, finish your question, please. $10 million. What happened? See, $10 million too much.
$10 million, and you move to Nigeria permanently, or you stay abroad and work. Choose
$1 million, you can use any $10 million. I cannot give out my US passport for $10 million in Nigeria. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you, Bio. God bless you. All right, Jiga Collins, they here. I go bring Jiga. Everybody today, everybody go argue this argument.
Bro, do you know you can buy citizenship of some countries?
Yes, now.
If you have money and investments. So nothing is under the sun. There's nothing. No, this conversation is not new. There's nothing under the sun. You can buy citizenship if you've got investment in those countries and you have the cash. They will give you free citizenship. Come and stay. Take passports. Nigerians bought citizenship. I know a lot of people that have done it.
Jiga Collins! Baba, luckily for me, it's only that the freeze against the Abrodarian crew. One veut pas me
Jiga, I know say you be big boy, so Nigeria know they shock you. You get money.
$2 million, Jiga, and you relocate back to Nigeria, and you cannot stay abroad for more than 1 month for the next 20 years.
2 mils.
2 million dollars.
I'll do it for less.
Now why you fall my hand?
Make I tell you what. May I give my reason. This year alone, I've been to Nigeria twice. And I realized something. Yes, I miss the poverty. There's so much poverty in Nigeria, but there's so much opportunities as well. Like you.
Yeah, sure.
And what I told a friend yesterday, that in Nigeria, if you really want to make money, you need to have money. You understand? You need to have money to make money. And with $2 million, and with what I've lived abroad for more than 20 years, and what I know, bro, there's nothing for me here. I'll multiply that money times 10 in less than 10 years in Nigeria.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
With the opportunities, with one of the cheapest thing in Nigeria is labor, human resources.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if labor is so cheap, and you know that when 3 or 4 people are working for you, you can double your hustle. You can even quadruple your hustle.
Hey, Jinga.
You know the effect of
I don't get big granite where I go to chew.
You know what I mean? And imagine, I have a friend in Nigeria who has like 4 or 5 people working for him, and all 5 of them, their salary in a year is not 1 million. No, in a month, sorry, not to 1 million naira.
Yeah.
All 5 of them. If I have 5 people working for me, 1 million naira is 1,000 euros or 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
If I have 5 people working for me in Paris, do you know how much they'll be making? How much I will be earning for me to be able to pay 5 people?
Yeah.
Giga, all these things you're saying, I agree with you. You're not wrong. I swear down. See, you don't even see 2 million too much.
It's too much. 1 million dollars.
Did you realize that? You can even work, like I was saying today to my mom-in-law, that imagine what I earn. I'm not going to say how much I earn. What I earn.
We have an idea.
Imagine I'm in Nigeria and I'm working. I work from home and I'm working and I'm earning this. I know people who do it. Who are in Nigeria and actually working, and they're being paid in pounds or dollars, converted to dollars.
Yeah.
Come on, life's sweet now.
Yeah, but there's a flip side here. There's a flip side. You would ask that why are people who have this $1 million or even $500,000, why did they japa? Because there are some people I know that have sold their businesses, their homes, and maybe gathered up to like $100,000 or $200,000, and they left the country. It is because there was uncertainty. Because of the way the naira is crashing. People are not sure. The middle class are falling into poverty. You understand? Why the wealthy class are falling into middle class. So I can understand that part. But if you've lived abroad all this while, right, and you have the opportunity to go back home and somebody said they'll give you $5 million or $3 million, with the idea, if you're not a waste, like the kind of person that wastes money, spends money anyhow, you can actually use that money. Because there are so many, the cost of labor alone. Because I can see why all these millionaires are becoming, making more money.
Well, Chica, let me ask you a question.
Because they're not paying.
Hold on, let me ask you guys, the 3 of you a question. 3 of you a question. Sorry. Wait, before you ask him a question, let me ask you, wait. 3 of you.
Okay.
I'm sure because you guys you've been abroad for 20 years, Vic has been abroad for at least 10 years.
More than.
Bookie too, at least 10 years minimum. So obviously, the 3 of you have abroad passports. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much would you give up your abroad passport for? If I put $10 million down on the table now, cash, are you willing to give up your abroad passport?
Even for $5 million.
Bro, you know the funniest thing? Make I shock you. Make I shock you. I'm sure Jiga will agree with me. We are not making money where we are right now because we are British citizens. Are they paying you, my dear, because you are British? Our passport is the passport is only good that we don't need visa to go anywhere. That's the advantage.
The thing about what about people from Zimbabwe and Cameroon who cannot have dual citizenship? There are people like that as well now.
Yeah.
And the thing is, yes, with your passport or it gives a level of security, no doubt. We're not going to lie about that. But then if you know what we know, that Africa is the future. This is what I believe, huh? This is my own opinion. Africa is the future. I went to Nigeria twice this year and I saw the suffering, but then I was like, wow, this is an opportunity. There's so much opportunity. That's why I blame the government for not empowering the people.
Daddy Freeze knows I have a business in Naija, so I know that Africa is the people.
So much.
We live abroad, but we still make money from Naija.
And you ask the question simply, Vicky, if I can be paid in Naira, why not? See, I have a friend of mine who runs a club in Nigeria. He gets paid in Naira.
Oh, I met him. You brought him to my house.
You met him, yeah. You met him. He gets paid in Naira. This guy travels abroad whenever he wants. He's living the life.
You are running a club in Nigeria. You'll be making $100,000 a month.
Mm-hmm. So and that is free.
As in you are running a club, and it's if it's not a popping club, you go to run, but you are running a popping club, and you know how to collect your money from your customers, because some people don't sabi collect their money from their customers. Yeah. So all these celebs will come, they go pop plenty champagne, they will come run. Celeb will get to work for this life. Then they go where there's free booze. But if you know how to run your Baba, you will make $100,000 a month.
Even more during peak period.
Easily.
But that if you don't you agree that there are other businesses as well that you can make maybe half of that in a month?
Yes, now.
Exactly. So the opportunities are there. I understand that things are hard. The reason why people are not tapping into the opportunities, or they're applying to this opportunity, because most of them don't have the capital. You understand? There is no access to
somebody made a statement the other day, said Nigeria is only hard for broke people.
Yep.
Exactly. And I agree.
So let me now tell you guys the funny thing. A lot of people that say they will not give up their British passport or their American passport for $10 million is sentiment. With $1 million investment in the US, you get citizenship. Or you get green card.
That is free, even for the
Gibraltar will give you citizenship. What was this country? Mexico will give you citizenship.
Even those Caribbean countries will give you
all those Caribbean countries. Barbados will give you citizenship. Yeah. Once you have investments there, they will they're going to beg you for citizenship. Come and take.
Let's be honest, we live abroad here. If our countries have the basic things that we need, security,
we will be here. I will be here.
We will not be here. Let's be honest. We will not be here. If education in Nigeria is like, it can be compared to the British system or American or whatever, let's say at least average. If there is security, if there are all these things that we know that we enjoy here, we will not be here. Because let me tell you, I was telling my wife today, winter is coming. Right? I'm already dreading because I don't like cold. You know what I mean? Because it's not meant for us. I'm already like, this next 7 months.
You know, I mean, it's already cold here.
You know? So people are saying, like I read the comment and somebody said, you jump out from the suffering for Nigeria. You said Africa is the future. When I say Africa is the future, is if you understand, if you've lived abroad, you understand that we cannot really hit our full potential here. We can't. We can try.
We cannot, because the enabling environment is not even there. See, that's my argument with Daddy Freeze. I always tell Daddy Freeze, I don't buy the concept where it's just that 1.something% that can live large in Nigeria, while the remaining 99 are in penury. I don't like the concept where I will have to dig a borehole or pay an estate to provide me water, or where I have to pay service charge and all that crap. In order to get.
You see, Victor, and anytime we have this argument, I always take you back. You see, this particular argument is not about the poor. This is about $10 million. There's nothing like poverty, and you cannot put poverty and $10 million in the same sentence. This is, you see, listen, you need to understand something. Somebody living under the bridge abroad, in Nigeria, anywhere abroad, even under the bridge abroad is better than under the bridge in Nigeria.
Of course.
But you see, once you get to a certain level, like Jiga's friend, who's running a club and making dollars in Nigeria, the conversation is no longer about the 99% that are suffering. It's now about the 1% that have $100,000, that have $10,000, $20,000, that can bring it out and can live a good life. So what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is, what price would you put on your living abroad? That's where we are trying to get to. What is it worth to you? Like, for instance, you can go and meet a man and say, give me your wife for 1 year. Make she day my house. I will give you $1 million. Some men will say, lie. Some men will do it for less. Some will say 1 million too small, give me 2 million. So the question today is, what is the price of your life abroad? How much are you willing to sell it for?
I've told you before. I know you did not believe me, and I'm still saying it publicly. The money no they move me.
For me, let me just buttress on what you said, Vicky. If you ask a question like that, what's the price? I'll tell you, it's not about money. It's about if, for example, if Nigeria can give me what I need in terms of, say, security, in terms of, say, good health care. I've got 2 kids. Say they can give good education as well. Like, not the one that I will have to afford, though. You understand? You know,
that one you will not get in Nigeria. But if you have $10 million, you can live in Banana Island. Your children will go to a better school in Nigeria than the average school in America. Hold on. Your children will go to a better. Listen, let me say it to you clearly. If you are that Banana Island rich, your children will go to a school in Nigeria better than the average school in America.
Abroad, yes.
Better. Nigeria British school or whatever.
Yes, now Lekki British. There's a school in 1004 called American School.
How many jobs?
It be like American Embassy.
That the phrase. How many jobs are available for people like me to do in Nigeria that will earn that kind of money to take my child to that kind of school?
Not many.
No, Jida, you are a pilot. You can actually make good money as a pilot in Naija.
No, don't. No,
it might not be equivalent to what you have now.
Not equivalent. Yes, in Nigeria, it could be good money. Yeah.
But you will not pay poor. You won't be poor.
Of course, I agree. I totally agree.
So that's the difference. But when we talk about all those Banana Island, all those Don Jazzy kind of Banana Island people level, or let me say, new kind of money, what job would you have to do? What business would you be doing? Except you win lottery, bro. Like this one now, all this discussion is hypothetical. I hope you know that. So
now it's hypothetical. So a lot of people are complaining about security. Security is an issue in Nigeria if you are broke.
Yes,
Look at Apostle Suleiman. Armed guns came at him. He get bulletproof motor. And he get God.
But then Apostle Suleiman cannot be classified as a middle class Nigerian.
But what I'm saying, if you have $10 million, how much did they sell bulletproof car?
No, you can afford anything you want in Nigeria.
So if you have $10 million, bulletproof car, a good bulletproof, you get a good bullet. It doesn't have to be brand new. You get a good bulletproof car for 120, 150
if you have money in Nigeria, some people will take the bullet for you on your behalf.
Yeah, you have
Do you understand?
But then, yeah, when you get this money, when you're making this money in Nigeria, the thing is this: the Nigerian economy is dwindling. That is phrase. So this your $10 million that you have in 2023. In 2033 is $2 million.
Now you'll be dumb. Listen, you'll be dumb to change the 2020 to change the $10 million to naira. Check what shake pay for any. How you want as in?
No, bro.
No. You see, let me tell you something.
They want to be.
One love dun to woba wa. One love dun to woba wa. You see, when you go to the market, sometimes the reason why your soup is not sweet is because you are putting tin tomato instead of real tomato.
Yes, now.
You are putting where you are supposed to put crayfish. You are putting iru. But you see, when money day, you go pack the iru, pack the crayfish, pack everything go full. You use your pounded yam, scoop the soup. Inside the soup, you go see periwinkle, you go see fish, you go day. You see, we need to also talk about something here. If you have 10 million, I'm not a business person. Tastebud's a businesswoman. I'm not.
What would you do with $10 million that is phrase?
Me, let me break it down to you. I don't know book. rich. Wait, now that mean they ask, calm down, Vic.
He will go and buy. I can tell you.
Baba, I will buy watch. Forget about watch. If I get $10 million cash, wait. If I get $10 million cash, no be watch I buy you. Let me tell you what I'm buying.
Spider.
What?
Before I buy all those Ferrari, listen, I go buy. I sure. What I'm buying first is 3 properties in the US, 3 properties in Canada, and 3 properties in the UK. I don't need to spend $3 million to get it.
Why are you still bringing that money to invest in this?
Wait now. I am bringing first. You know what I'm doing? I am securing my funds abroad so I can be credit worthy. I am going to make sure I have bills I'm paying. I don't mind buying one car in each country and getting one of my family members that lives there to be driving it as Uber, and we'll be sharing the proceeds. But every month they are servicing the Uber, so I'm paying a bill. You don't joke with that. You see, when you don't have money, your options are limited. When you have money, your options are many.
Yeah.
Especially in Nigeria.
Now, why am I doing that? Just in case Nigeria decides I wants to fail me. Oshe 1,000 pounds go they coming from those 3 countries every month. I go chop.
Yes.
Meaning Nigeria failed me. Secondly, in Nigeria, one of the easiest ways to at least hold the money with value is get some prime property and some. You see, when person tell you say land, no, they appreciate. Now because you buy 1 plot. If you go in Bejuleki and buy 100 plots, the price will be cheaper. It will be easier for you to do the paperwork. So you see, you are buying in bulk. Yeah. Let me tell you something. One of the easiest things to do in let me tell you, if you are credit worthy abroad.
Sorry to cut you. To cut you. Those lands you're going to buy in Nigeria, yeah, you're going to buy them in Naira now. I believe so. Okay. Yeah. And if you buy them, let's say you spend $100,000 to buy the land.
Yes.
Right? At the rate of Naira now, let's say 800 or 900. When you are selling and Naira has depreciated, is that a loss?
You see, landed property right now, I will tell you all the time, a watch is better than a house in Nigeria. I will say it all the time. Because you see, because you see, I don't mean any watch. Some people mumu well, and they are now say buy watch. One guy go inside Rolex shop. He look for the most expensive gold watch. He say, give me that watch. In buyer. Simply Vic knows how to buy watch. As I'm talking to you, the 2 of us are on queues. In go one place, they don't even agree selling the watch. In come they call me for Naija. Say, Baba, we they don't even agree to. You see, once you enter a shop and you see a watch and you buy, I'm not saying don't buy it. If you have money, buy it. You enjoy yourself. You know you are spending your money. But an asset watch, you will never be able to buy it off the counter. Or unless you are buying. Jigga, don't send me one watch before now. I did the queue for the watch. Jigga say, if you want this watch now, I can give it to you 30K. That watch is actually worth 12K, but I've been on the queue for 2 years. And if I feel just tired tomorrow, say, you know what, Jigga, give me that watch. Me and you had that conversation now. So you see, when it comes to property in Nigeria, it is an illusion. I bought my house. I sat down one day and I calculated it. I bought my house for about $250K when I bought it. Then it was about 40 million. The house now is worth about 180 million. Is 180 million $250,000?
No.
So I've lost money. But people don't. You see, the more you try to, let me tell you, the people that will argue this thing with you are people that sell houses. They make money from it. You have to understand that when you are developing, you will make money. It is when you are buying to sell that you will not make money. You see, you buy a virgin land. You develop it. You put structures on it. And you sell it for 5 times the value. Even if the dollar will not multiply times 5 within the 2-year period that you are using to do the development. And guess what? You are doing the development with people's money. What you are really buying is the land. I know people that will not even buy the land. They will go and meet the owners of the land, the children of the owners of the land, and do JV with them. So the children will bring the land. He will draw the plan, sell the plan to the public, and use the public money to build the property. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
It's a win-win. So once they sell the property finish, you and the children of the owner of the land go divide the property, you walk away. It's called OPM, other people's money. People where they do OPM cannot be compared with Simply Vic or Daddy Freeze or Bookie or Jigga where one go buy house, believing say house na asset for Naija.
No.
You will shoot yourself in the foot.
The fruits, yeah.
And most of the people telling you that houses are assets are selling houses. It's like pastor telling you that tithe is bad. It's not possible. How we want to tithe in yellow jere. So he must sell that tithe.
Is that not because the Nigerian naira is not stable that it's free?
No investment in it. I sat down, I thought about it. Bro, watches have crashed now.
Yes.
Watches have taken a dip. As of this time last year, a Submariner Hawk was 30K used. Now you can get for as little as 19K.
The last one I saw a Submariner from the popular watch site.
Chrono 24.
Chrono 24. I saw one for 18.5 from the US.
Now, the problem with those, if you see below 19K now, be wary. It will not have either box or papers. Most important papers.
No, you have actually both.
Check box and paper, and then check the condition of the watch. Check the condition. If it is very good, minor, you will not see any watch that is very good less than 19, 20, 21K. But let me tell you something. When I bought this watch, I bought it 11.5. So even at 19K, when it don't drop, I'm still making money. I'm still making 9K. Now, if we factor in inflation, between 2013 and now, dollar to dollar, maybe the watch is now worth 15K. I'm still making 3 or 4K. So it is still a win if I hedge it in the dollar. My house is a loss.
Yeah.
A pure loss.
So those prime properties,
you'll be amazed that the person that came to buy the house now at 160 million, he's better off than we that bought it at 40 million when dollar was.
That is free. So your idea of buying prime properties with your $10 million not going to really work.
No, you see, when we say buy prime property, I'm talking about Nigeria. If I'm going to buy property in Nigeria, I will buy some property to hold, not because I want it to appreciate, just to hold. I'm not going to spend too much. Block of flats. Now, when you are buying property in Nigeria, don't buy a house. Although you want to go and buy mansion, if you want to buy property, instead of buying one mansion, buy a block of 8 flats.
Buy a block
of flats in Ikoyi, buy a block of flats in, even though it might not appreciate on the value, but because the rent is going to be so high, it is going to balance out. So your parents will build house with big compound, but banla loss. Don't look for big house with big compound with swimming pool. Instead, buy a block of 8 flats, block of 10 flats. With $200,000-$300,000, you will get some in Lekki. You might not get Ikoyi or VI. Ikoyi or VI, a block of 8 flats, you'll be spending like $2 million. Ikoyi, Victoria Island, you'll spend like $2 million. But if you go further, Lekki, like this kind of my area, you get block of flats for $500K, $300K. So these things are things that will help with the monthly cash flow. It's not giving you profit, but also it is giving you cash flow, and cash flow is constant or can be constant. The way Nigeria is going, guess you go reach stage where people don't go fit pay their rent. So even the house have got on liability. So Nigeria is, but you see, my first step I did was I hedged my money on $1. I entered America. This thing I walk. I go sit down, they read where the best places to buy, talk to my people in America, look for the best places I can buy homes. If I buy 3 homes in America, 1 or 2 will be short let, and I have to understand how it is run.
Yeah.
And I don't have to live there to understand it.
Bro, let me just chime in. During the time of COVID, I got some deals. People said we should come and invest in pharmaceutical companies in Nigeria because of COVID and drugs coming to Nigeria and everything. But I decided not to do it. And what did I do? I invested in Moderna. And I made a lot of money.
You bought Moderna?
I bought Moderna. I made a... You know how the money was flowing in then? It was like... it was just entering. You know? So sometimes you have to be savvy about things like this. And it's because when information is power. Information is peace. You know, but people, you know, it's tricky. It's tricky.
No,
because
I think
if you are watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Double click the screen. Who's my number one gifter? If you're enjoying the show, double click the screen. Double click the screen. Follow my number one gifter. Follow my number one gifter on TikTok.
And I can understand. You understand? If you live in Nigeria, you don't even know how it feels to be safe. To feel safe. You understand? Because one of the things in Nigeria is to feel, because safety is a feeling, like we all know, to feel safe, you know. And when I was in Nigeria, I was going from Abuja to Lafia, and we're going by car. And even though the road was good, I still didn't feel safe. You know what I mean? In my head, I'm like, about kidnapping, right? But if you live in Europe, you can drive all the way from Belgium to the south of France without thinking about anything. You know what I'm saying? You can't, without worrying about anything. So that feeling of safety is one thing that you can't put a price on.
You can.
It's ridiculous.
And that if you said yes, you can buy safety. Yes, but to a certain degree.
Oh yeah.
If you can buy safety for yourself, if you can buy for your wife and your children, can you buy for your father? Can you buy for your mother? Can you buy for
Now, that's the same problem you have abroad. As you are abroad, how much safety can you buy for your father and your mother that are not abroad with you?
Safe here. We are safe here.
No, is your father safe with you?
If my father lives here in France with me, I won't be worried that anything will happen to him. I know that if he goes out to work, for example, in Nigeria, do you know that it is? When I was in Nigeria, 11 p.m., midnight, you can't go out. They'll be like, it's too late.
Everybody's already does at 7 p.m. 11 p.m.
For me,
just starting at 11
p.m. in the morning. I can take my car, drive 2 a.m. in the morning, and I'm okay.
Sometimes we forget to look. Yeah, there's no fence. There's no fence. I can literally see my neighbor. I can see the garden.
Those simple things are very vital. I can understand that. But then,
for Nigeria, the fence is 7 people.
Exactly. And I get it plenty pass. Anyway, for me, if you give me the $10 million or even $5 million, I'll take it, because one of the reasons, and maybe I'm being biased or sentimental, is because I've lived abroad for a long time. So I'm already bored.
No, you cannot take it and live abroad. If you take it, you must come home.
No, I don't take rules. Why? Rules are meant to be bent.
They're not going to even give you to bend the rule first.
I've lived abroad for a long time. So that one, and again, let's be honest here, we that live abroad, one of the things that we face is mental health. One of the greatest challenges. And most of us will not want to accept it or accept that fact. But if you the OG, you know that all of us get issues. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I want to for Nigeria.
For here abroad.
Nigeria. Nigeria, they're normal.
The issue for Nigeria now, say the poverty, the crime.
We too rugged, that's why. Nigeria no they die. We too rugged.
Issues again that you talk about when we face for Europe here. Now the lack of societal and family support. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but then when you live abroad, you usually have very little or no support, family wise. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It can be very lonely sometimes if you got no family.
Very lonely. You know what I mean? Like you go to Nigeria and you look left, you see your family, a bunch of friends. You look right, you understand? There's always something happening.
Nigeria has a special vibe. Of course, Nigeria forever. But
my kids just came back from Nigeria, and I was asking them what's their experience, because the first time. So like, my son is 6, 7. He said, everything looks burnt in Nigeria. I'm like, what do you mean? I get what he's trying to say though. But he said, but then everybody feels alive. Everybody's happy. Everybody is always somebody to play with.
And smiling.
You know what I mean? There's always somebody to talk to. And the other one was like, the food, the ambience. And these are the things that we that live abroad, we feel when we go back home, don't we?
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying? And we miss. You understand? And we miss. So yeah, living abroad has its pros, but then there are also cons as well. Let's be honest. You feel me? And I feel like um, time pass fast. It passes by when we live abroad. Like we miss out on certain things. This is my own take. I feel like when you live abroad, yeah, 10 years is like 10 days. You know what I mean? Like wow, and you feel like you might have done a lot in that 10 years. Maybe you started the company, have so much money, but you feel like you've not done anything in 10 years. You know what I mean? You feel like wow, because the time just passed by so fast. Day break because you live a routinous life. You know what I mean? In Nigeria, there is still vibe. There's still something the impromptu things, the social life. Yeah, all those things are things that we miss here. You know, and
it also depends on the kind of life. Did you guys? Depends on the kind of life you also lead or you live. Like for example, if you are the type that like the old bears and you want to go to party every Saturday and wear gilly, that's why a lot of people want to live in London. Me, that's not my style. I don't care about things like that. So I'm not going to miss it. I never did it in Naija, so I'm not going to stop now.
No, but then even if you're not the type that does one bear, the fact that for example, I'm sure you have kids here. The fact that you can go out and leave your kid with your mom or your dad, you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's an advantage.
I've lived in this my area now for more than 5 years. I don't even know my neighbor's name.
Exactly.
I don't even know my neighbor's name.
My neighbor, I know his first name. That's all I know.
You understand what I'm saying? And we are social butterflies. We are animals that we need to socialize. You understand? And this is one of the reasons why some of us are depressed. And I don't know if you guys get this feeling. When you go back home to Nigeria, you're so happy to go home. Yeah. Even though the things are so bad, when you get to Nigeria, when you're living.
When I get to Nigeria, after 7 days, I'm already getting stressed.
Yes, there is stress, no doubt. But then,
that's so abroad before us.
Would you agree with me that? Would you agree with me when you're living in Nigeria?
You're capping, bro. You're capping, bro.
It stresses me, I swear.
Why is it stressful for you after 1 week?
Huh?
Why is it stressful?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm out of water. I start to panic.
I know.
I don't believe that one, Gary.
No, I mean, I'm telling you. Because he has lived in Nigeria for a long time. I can understand that fact. But the thing is, people that live abroad, even me when I go to Nigeria and I'm living in Nigeria, I feel sick in my stomach. I don't know why. For some reason, I feel like, it's not like my family lives abroad, but the fact that I'm living in Nigeria, I feel like, I feel this feeling in my stomach, like this is where I am meant to be. See, yeah, we have all these socioeconomic issues, no doubt. It is. We can't deny that fact that it is stressing us out. It is making us get older and older. Yes, but then when the topography of a place favors you by nature, you know what I mean. You can't deny that fact.
Yeah,
you can't deny that fact. You can't take it away. This is our land. This is where we are meant to be. This is where we are meant to be. You know. Some of even children that are born in America and Europe, when you take them to Africa, sometimes they instantly feel like home. Like, I feel like I'm somewhere I should be. You know, for me, that's just my take. So if you give me $5 million right now, you've actually saved me because I will just relocate, maybe leave my family here also, or relocate with my family, go to Nigeria, start a business, or continue to invest in my business. And in 10 years, that $5 million, I'm sure I can guarantee you that I'll have more than $20 million or $50 million with me, for sure. So, because the opportunities in Nigeria are epic. They're enormous. You can imagine. They are huge. Yeah. From nightlife to food. For example, I see taste buds every time on my page, and I'm so impressed because in 2018 or so, when I was in the Free Nation, when we were doing the Free Nation, I remember how she started. You know what I mean? I remember when she started. I was here to now see her that she has a culinary school. She has people. You see,
that's expensive. These are things that you can do in Nigeria.
Those are things you can do. You don't even need to leave Nigeria.
You need to know stress. There's stress, but at least you know your way around it.
Exactly. I remember the stress she went through. when she had to be cooked. I remember when Don Jazzy ordered the first meal one time.
Yeah, Don Jazzy was the first to launch it.
So I remember the stress.
Yeah.
That the feels taste buds has not slept. To she was cooking for this. When it started, you see, you put in the work because Nigeria is an economy that is falling, but there's a chance for growth. In Europe and America, we've peaked economically. You know what I mean?
You're probably on the same wavelength as me. We don't mind leaving our family back abroad, and we can come and take contract jobs.
Absolutely, I don't mind.
I'll come. I'll do the work. If it's not to make money, I'll come, do the work and leave.
I don't mind.
You see, guys, I want to say something. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Double click the screen. Where are my money guns, Stinjo people, you are enjoying the live. All of you are feeling happy with yourselves. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. Follow my number one gifter. Follow my number one gifter on TikTok. Follow my number one gifter on TikTok. You see, there's what you call Naija madness. If you are not used to living in Nigeria, it will run you fever. Yeah. I'll give you an example today. Taste Buds and I went to eat pounded yam at one place called Ileño, somewhere in Lekki.
I know that place.
I
know that place.
Oh, okay.
It's a plaza like this.
Yeah. So we were coming out of Lekki, and a downfall bus just stopped in front of us and started calling passenger. CMS. And they horn for this. You are blocking the road, were. The guy looked me with bad eye. You see, Nigerian madness is something that is one of the reasons why I can be frustrated with Naija. I'll give you an example. We're driving down towards Bonny Camp. Taste Buds and I. We're driving towards Bonny Camp. And there was a big sign with Davido there. And the sign read, Nigeria has only 50 lions left. As in, what is a lion ku 50 in the whole country? Nigeria don't chop their lion reach 50. Now, I now thought about it. I said, this announcement is a good thing, so that people know. I can't think and say, 2 weeks ago they waka for real. Say, oh boy, lion waku 50 amali jemeji. Baba jemeji oshiku 48 ke. Baba, that
bro, have you
that Naija madness.
Bro, have you forgotten the video you sent to me?
Yes. So you see, Naija madness, Naija madness, it dey like waiting, you know, go fit imagine. No be say abroad no get their own madness. So.
Yeah.
Pikin go wake up, begin to identify as cat, go begin to identify as woman. We cannot run away from that conversation. That's why today I go knock my Kadenuga house. I identify as his son. I don't know why they don't put gate for me. So everywhere gets madness.
President.
You understand?
You know, one of the craziest things when they freak me out for Nigeria, like when I don't even deal with. And I grew up in Nigeria, I also be say I never experienced them before. But because now maybe I don't do a little bit westernized, yeah. Now the one way when people they follow that the phrase, yeah. I feel like then people just they sign their death warrants. Like I'm like, waiting will make you face traffic.
Giga, that one good.
That Naija madness.
Nigeria, I see a person they reverse for roundabout. Roundabout they reverse.
No, like I tell you, as in, just think of the lions. We hit our lion reach 50, remain 50 for the whole country. There is a place in Lagos called Igbo Elerin. Igbo Elerin means forest of the elephants. They don't chop the elephant finish. That one no remain. What is Jayeto? What is boss rely on by?
The hunger too much.
That's
You
why
understand?
I said something. Yeah. Part of coming home for people like myself or some other people.
Sabio said, what is today's score for the cult war in Nigeria? Let's not go into that. America is no better. Every day, now that they enter one school, open gun. We can, you see, we cannot, you see, Nigeria gets your own problem. America gets. When it comes to security, America is not one of the places where you talk about security.
No,
let's talk about Canada. Let's talk about Europe. Let's talk about UK. Remove London.
Me, I don't feel for America.
UK. Come on, London.
I can't
Come on, London.
America.
UK, Scotland, Leeds, Newcastle, all those outskirt places. They are okay. London proper is not safe.
America.
So when you are saying that, listen, when people tell you that Nigeria is not safe, Lekki is relatively safe, Victoria Island is relatively safe.
Island.
Wait till
Not be every part for Island, though. Sure, you know.
Really?
Not be every part for Island. Not be every part for Island, though.
But I said Lekki. I don't mean Aja.
Don't name for the whole Lagos. So.
Ebutebe cannot be Island.
Ebutebe cannot be Island, though.
Oh, na mainland.
Na Ireland. In fact, na Ireland. You go there, you know yourself.
Ebutebe na Island. Tinubu Square area na Island, though. Yes. So when you mention Island, be specific.
Be careful of this.
Even the people when they Lekki safe, they not feel, they can't say they feel safe. That if you are so can you sleep with your car unlocked?
Yes, now.
Yeah, in his estate he can.
In my estate. Yes, now.
In my estate, no, you cannot.
In your estate, yeah, because your estate is safe.
In my estate, yes, now.
Gated and you enter, you go
your estate is gated.
Wait till I want thief inside my motor.
You go feel from step before you enter.
If you're living like not in an estate, you're living alone.
Living on the street, not on street.
No. Even then, I still go and check all my doors at night. You see, that feeling of security, you have to get used to it. Nigeria is not safe relatively. But you see, I don't like it when Americans throw that shade on us.
No, they don't
America
have the right.
is a crazy place. One person go wake up one day, carry gun, go inside mall, begin to open fire. We dey food America. Una no just know. It be like say they put the way inside their food.
San Francisco now. San Francisco now, they enter store now, just they pinch. They steal
Thank you. Why are we not talking about that San Francisco? Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. You need to hear this. Double click the screen. Follow my number one gifter. Follow my number one gifter.
And they're not going to arrest you because if it's less than a particular amount, he's counted as misdemeanor.
America is safe now. That one, people that live in America.
Yeah, it's counted as misdemeanor.
How can you feel safe when the next man, the guy next to you is parking, is holding a Beretta or something? I won't even.
Somebody said, Sabio, wait. Sabio said that the phrase, I haven't seen blood here in years. Today I saw videos of people killed in Naija. My brother, I've lived in Naija for many years. I never see blood. It's not easy. You see, let me tell you, don't make it.
See, I don't see. I lived in Naija too. I was driving on the Ikorodu road and I saw a dead body. 2 days after, the dead body was still there.
Like I said, those are Naija madness things. And there's no excuse or explanation for it. But you see, if you talk about mental health, Naija too gets your mental health crisis. But let us talk about the abroad mental health crisis too.
It's deeper.
Abroad is deeper.
That one is different too.
It's deeper for sure. It's deeper.
No, Naija, we know the Christian we get mental health problem. Everybody just they carry. We know they kill ourselves. We know they buy ourselves. Sorry, we do okay. Even when we are not okay, we know they agree. But abroad, at least people can hold up to the fact that issues they. But Naija. We
many people that you know.
Somebody they correct Sabio said you are not watching local TVs abroad. Baba, even us for Naija knows America they violent. We where they Naija we see them now.
America
San Francisco, Google it. As in they know they run, they shoplift again. Then they stroll inside shoplift, they stroll come out.
Because they're not gonna stop you. It's counted as misdemeanor now. So
my neighbor went to Texas. My neighbor went to Texas in Congo, Houston. He say Houston are the Ajegule of all the whole America when witness.
America is not.
Bro,
So America getting your own. Now.
Giga, do you know that place in Yankee where people stand on the street like this? They are dropped up on opioid. They are like this. Like
I think I saw that. That's somewhere in California now.
No, where is where's Philadelphia?
No, there's one I saw about in California on the streets, like when people were drugged up on opioid.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Just go on YouTube and put Philadelphia opioid crisis.
Just be careful with the words because of the social media.
Yeah, okay. Just go Philadelphia. It's on YouTube. This is on a live video. You go see people like they walk like this. You know, Day of the Walking Dead.
When we talk about safety, America not get right because
exactly.
Now, when we talk about opportunities too, America has the world's largest share of billionaires. We cannot take that away.
It's a capitalist country, so you can make money. So have a baby in America, you don't know how much you go pay.
I mean, for me, American inflated economy. I feel like they have all the money, but they live in a bubble. You know.
Yeah. Their media is so good. The way they package them,
And if you America has so many, so you can become.
Somebody say, how is Houston compared to Ajegule? Compared to the rest of America, Houston be like Ajegule. 9 person talk. I never reached there before. Person talk, I repeat them.
Yeah.
San Francisco, I can send you videos to show you San Francisco shoplifting. I can send you videos to show you London knife crime and watch crime. They killed a Nigerian guy in the UK with an Audemars with a Patek Nautilus. Meanwhile, the guy they wear fake. They buy him on top fake watch.
Bro, when we did Westminster Bridge, nobody tell me say no come out and watch, put her for safe.
Yes, now for London. All of us come out our watch. I keep her for safe for hotel. I was wearing my rose gold Rolex Presidential. I carry her for safe.
I was wearing my Omega or something. I think I was wearing my Omega that day.
Now.
I was like, no, leave her for here, I beg. I can't shout.
No. I mean, crime there everywhere in the world. No, take them away.
Yeah.
Somebody say Houston is one of the best places to live. Come, guys, American people, is Houston really one of the best places to live? I don't know.
It depends on who you're talking to. It depends on what's the context of the argument. You know, it depends on where you talk that. It may give us context.
That person has not been to Norway or Sweden.
Have you seen Norway prison? Prison, they sweet me to go Norway and Sweden. Norway. Bro, their prison now 7-star. Forget the hotel, no nice switch up.
People not even the 5 people go to prison. People know they
exactly.
The Netherlands were closing prison because there's no people to put in there.
San Francisco, we are aware of the crisis in San Francisco. No need to even cover that one. That one I go tell you for
we
free.
Know that. Philadelphia, a lot of if you zombie when you're the street, they be like zombie.
But drug issues said Nigeria said on the pico. So we can't really say
yes.
Colorado and Co.
Nigeria I have never seen so many drug addicts in Nigeria in my life before. When I went to Nigeria, I'm like, what? A lot of people are on drugs. And I'm not even talking about marijuana now. I'm talking about hard drugs.
No, like the people, they drink cough syrup. They call them drugs. They call them medicine.
No, I'm not.
Okay, do they have RAM?
Jiga, the Nigeria, she's a person they drink. Jiga, mouthwash.
They just give me 12.
Yes.
I'm still owing you from.
The alcohol in mouthwash. People they drink just to get the alcohol inside mouthwash.
What do you call it? You know what we used for hand sanitizer.
Let me send it now. God bless. Thank you very much.
Years ago, when I was in the hospital, working in the hospital, hand sanitizers, we had people come in and steal them. The hand sanitizer.
Mouthwash. I've seen people drink mouthwash just to get the alcohol content in it, just to get high over mouthwash. So every country get your own problem. That's the truth.
There's no perfect country, to be honest. It's just about weighing the.
There's no such thing called Ethiopia except heaven. And heaven, we never go there, come back, say, tell us.
You find out that everyone gets his own advantage self and maybe you go look how God
I know say there are some places where you could think say okay safety. Making money, you don't pay taxes like UAE and all that, yeah. But their own human rights too, they get their own wahala. You know, women no safe, they're not free, that kind of thing. So nowhere even, you know. So it depends on who you're talking to, depends on who you're asking.
Yeah. Well, I still believe Naija for life.
Oh, if not for fun, Naija now why? Naija the cruise different. Naija cruise different. No, he's on his own. He's one in a million. Somebody say you should add him official something.
Official Don Fiesta. Let's add Bio. But before we add Bio, let's add Don Fiesta. May we hear from him. Official Don Fiesta.
That's something where they do for Naija where they always vex me. Go buy 10 gigabytes with internet, 100 gigabytes, all those nonsense. I was like, what's a gig? Something where they're free to air. Go they buy 10 gigabytes about.
Official Don Fiesta, how you doing? If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, the screen. Come, I go off this TikTok. Where are my gifters? Have you abroad people don't they vex? Where are my gifters? Am I here for Jenny man? No, I will off TikTok. There are 130 people watching me on TikTok, and everybody just decides to say me that they're not even. Okay, they don't begin. They come. They don't begin. They come. Before I begin the wicked them.
Sir, go ahead.
So, hello everyone. Daddy Freeze, hello,
brother. How you doing?
I'm good. I've had the privilege of living in the UK for many years, London, and I've visited a lot of places. I've seen crime live, knife crimes and everything. But I lived in Yankee now for about 7 years. And God has been pulled at me like twice.
For Yankee, they don't show you Oloto. Hey, Oluba. Well, for Yankee. Sabio.
No. Nah, it's not seen as a
they won't try to pitch for you, they won't steal from you, I'll be waiting.
Say you follow person argue.
Oh,
they feel like say they go on and say as you take old fist, say I'll punch you.
Wow. Bring her out, say I get this deal.
They know they argue, they know they fight, and unfortunately the law kind of encourages it.
What city are you? Is it open carry?
Yeah, Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana. So open carry.
Anybody can go and get a gun. You don't have to have a license. You don't need to have a license now. Just have your ID. People they give them girl money to go get gun. So nobody say you will say okay. You have to vet you, clear
what's the gun law? Well, is it the Fifth Amendment or what? So what's the gun law? What's the amendment?
The law is as far as you have an ID, you can walk to a shop and buy.
No, I'm asking the amendment. Is it the Third Amendment or the Second Amendment or
I don't know, but the truth is, in my state, you can just walk in the store and buy.
Come.
And buy. That one is different from street too. You see the stress.
Wow.
Then they borrow, then they thief, then they say you won't buy. If you enter any shop and buy.
Online,
you can buy. You won't.
Thanks. Second Amendment, yeah.
You won't go buy charger. If you go enter shop, go buy. And you know what? If somebody
are they licensed or unlicensed guns?
Nothing like license. That's what I'm saying.
So they can't trace it if anything happens.
As far as you have an ID, you can identify yourself. Just go to the shop and buy. Where's your ID? You go buy. And do you know that if somebody is trying to fight you, like you have an argument and the person is trying to throw a punch at you, the law kind of can support you defending yourself with a gun against someone that's trying to punch. Yeah. And they say that I feared for my life that he will beat me with a punch. You're taller than me.
So if I feel like you can punch me, your fist is like a weapon. So you can fight back with a gun. Is that bad?
Wait. So
this will not be.
And different states have different. Most of the Yankee states have their own different laws. Some are similar, some are different. So this state here, if you carry the same mentality enter another state, you find out that it's totally different.
Yeah.
Different. They all have their different laws and all that. But in certain places, people will say the big lie. You within Naija, they tell me say a big lie. Now you they live here.
Wait, sir. So Yankee that has a lot of mental health cases, as everywhere else, that means a lot of people who are using sort of, substances, and then a gun in their hand.
That's why they're trying to make a case that if someone is having a mental breakdown, whatever issue, when the police is going in, they should also take people that are into psychology and all that with them. Because it's always end up badly when the police go in first. When somebody they shout, you don't know whether he's on drugs or he's got a mental breakdown and all that. So let the professional deal with it first, then the police can back up. They're trying to see how they can do that. But America, everything, they go argue for house, and nothing gets done.
The only thing that you can use to the only factor is that if you have something on your ID, your record, like you have your background, you check your background, something funny, they will not sell to you.
Yeah.
That is why they would tell other people who have clean background to go and get it on their behalf.
Yeah.
With their own name. So apart from background check, that's all. Your ID, they run your background, they sell to you. I don't know about any other state. In my state, you have a clear background, you can buy.
And you don't need to be 18, right? Just be 18 and above, and you can buy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, Buki is having issues with her internet. I don't know what's happening.
Buki, change your direction. It seems it's my own internet that is good today.
I swear. All right, Sir Bio. Let's hear from Sir Bio. Foxy says, for me, every morning I pray that my family can get back home safely. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. TikTok people, how are you doing? Follow my number one gifter. Follow my number one gifter on TikTok. Oh yeah. Sabio, oh yeah, over to you. Now you go close the live today.
Because of you, I don't jump out of my.
You don't leave work. And I saw this live they be. They magnetic.
Quickly correct, please, bro. Listen, please. See, my brother from America talking there. See, Nigeria is our country. We are not American. We are first Nigerians before America. But let us say things the way we know it. This is a public forum. If you are saying you can buy gun in the street from the street boys, I don't know where you know them from. That is possible. But for you to walk into Walmart or any gun shop as of today to buy gun without putting down your social security number is not possible unless you are telling me that is specific in your state. So don't make it sound to people like they just walk. In America, you just walk somewhere, you buy gun.
No, Bio, that's not what you said, though.
That's not what I said.
Okay, thank you. Let's not stress it. Since you said that's not what you said, don't stress it, bros. Bros, you are good then. I just wanted to make sure that people don't run with that information. Then two, DF to you. Let me tell you, DF. Americans, I don't tell you this thing. I know I'm going to talk about America, abroad, UK, and anywhere. You know why? I did tell you this thing, bro. See, I don't tell you, there are people who live. I have an uncle that lives in our village with 2 million naira cash. He will not move to the city. Do you know why? He finds happiness in the village. You cannot win him under any argument. He will tell you in the city they have useless food. In the village, they have original fish. They have original tomatoes. What am I trying to tell you here? DF, whether you take this topic, I know you're doing it for content, don't get me wrong. But whether you say from today for 100 years to come, there are people that even with money or no money, they can still not live in Nigeria. And there are still people in Nigeria that are poor that will not even still live in Nigeria. Trust me. DF.
You have a point.
to me. This is a social media. There are many things I don't want you to put online. Please don't put this part online because it's my personal thing. But no, not this whole video. What I want to say now, don't put this part because it's a personal thing.
No talk then because everybody they listen. They listen for TikTok.
Okay.
You fit send that to me as DM.
Okay.
Anything when you talk now, bro, I don't go.
What I want to say is that I know some people that I wanted to give you information. They refused to enter plane to any country in the world. These are advanced people, advanced men. They don't want to leave any part of the world. So whether you raise this topic from today till tomorrow, my brother, there are people today, I'm telling you, that will not leave Nigeria. They are not rich. I'm telling you this, they are not really rich. They are just okay. They say they will never live abroad. So this topic of live abroad, don't live abroad is by choice. The very point you made today is this. Like me, my brain cannot function in the Nigeria of today. It's not about the money. $1 million saved is too much. If my brain was able to function in Nigeria, $100,000 would go back to Nigeria. I'm telling you the truth. But the truth is, whether you give me $50 million or not, by the time I come down from that airport, the way they start treating me before I get home, my mentality, people are different now. You understand me? It's like me now. You can tell the kind of person I am. Trust me, I am working, but I can't control myself. I have to come join this life at all means because my body is doing one kind. So that already tell you that this guy not be the kind of person where we say, if this situation, not really like that situation, we pretend. So I'm not the kind of person that will come to Nigeria now. I might use anger because I drive my car. They go one Christmas, I come knock for my glass. See, in Nigeria, I did go slow like this. Somebody where they not say me clean my glass.
That thing they run me mad.
It begin to scratch glass. When I wrote down, they say, hey, I won't go beat up. People they shout, say, wait, things say, now that you get money because which kind of they drive. So what am I trying to tell you? I can't force in that society. If that makes sense. Right? So the point is this.
You have just ended the whole life. Finish. Let me tell you something. I also can't function abroad, but if I see $5 million, I will relocate. So a person tell me, say that if he's collect this $5 million, come and live in Canada, US, anywhere, I will go there. I know that I have money, so I'll be able to cushion the things I don't understand. I'm a Nigerian guy. I lived in Nigeria all my life. I'm 47. I'm used to the madness. I don't like all of it. Some of it is very annoying, but I'm used to it. So I also can't function abroad. That function thing is very, very serious. Baba, in the madness, we know as we take function. We know who we go call. We know where we go. You understand? But you see, we need to understand that everybody has his choices. At the end of the day, like Bio rightly said, it is all content. We're having fun. We're discussing. I'm learning from you guys. You guys are learning from it. It's not a preaching. It's a conversation.
No.
And everybody has a little input here and a little input there. And everybody made sense. Everybody made the person will say lie, and the person will say lie, no, if you go. All of them have their reasons and they're valid.
Like, for example, there are some very, very rich people, but they will never send their kids to those best schools in Nigeria. Their kids are schooling in the UK and all that.
You know, so it's what it is. Even as we are talking today, I started by showing you an example. DF, I sent you the link. We are talking now. A pastor is calling out for $800,000 for people to give him money. Live video. This will not be saying that they say story. Then two, when it comes to crime, please, everywhere in this world, there's always crime. Both in the US, in UK, everywhere there's crime. But there's one thing I want to say. Listen, even if there's crime, let me live in a society where that crime, it can be reported. At least they will get the facts. At least police go still try. We're not saying they are perfect. How will you feel? You live in a society that somebody will just buy an see, missing person, they get a lot for this phone. As I stand with you right here, if there's somebody missing within this county now, my phone will start vibrating. Daddy Freeze, have you ever had a missing alert in your phone in Lagos? Answer now. Live video, yes or no?
Missing alert? How?
Yes. Somebody's missing around Lagos, they just send you an alert.
Someone missing and they're not looking for the person. So people in that vicinity get a notification of picture
No, brother, I'm not be preach yourself. This one I'm telling you of right now. Let's ask life alert. You see the way we sit down right here now. If somebody was just adopted right now, I will get an alert that will say, missing person, life alert. Have you ever gotten that alert in Nigeria?
No.
Thank you. The reason why I'm telling you, my brother,
to person, they deliver. You they talk of a lot.
You wait first now. So when they compare California and the rest, let me tell you, if you are comparing California, compare northern Nigeria. California to America is like the way Zamfara is to Nigeria, where a cow is worth 100 lives in Nigeria. In Zamfara, if you touch a Bukima, one cow, 100 will go down this night. So that is the California of America. Are you understanding me now?
Clearly.
So if somebody now come here and be saying California, this and that, and see, there is no perfect place on earth. That is the truth. Nobody say there's better, there is not better, or whatever. But at least I need to rest my case here. I hope I've been able to contribute my little sense to this.
See, like I said, now choice. If you like, so we give them all the money in the world. They will tell you, say, carry your money, go. I like where I did. God, they help all of us, Jerry.
Absolutely. And I want to use this medium to say thank you to everyone. We're going to come back later on in the evening. We have so many things to talk about. I'm just trying to crash all of them one by one. God bless you. Bo, my wonderful brother Simply Vic, and official Don Fiesta. Thank you guys so much. Take care and God bless.
Love you all. Bye.